I mean, they're all like, yeah, can you come?
Mm.
When can you start? So we just need connected to where can we reach more kids? Who is
Yeah.
serving kids in deep poverty? I mean, we serve one location in Dayton. Several of the kids don't even know when their birthday is. I mean, that's how
Yeah. Wow.
deep the neglect level can be. Just get me to those kids and we'll bring the people, we'll bring healthy food, we'll bring the fun, and then we'll bring our impactful message that, your life matters and there's no one like you and we need you.
Yeah, that's so
So
healing. The message, the why behind you and how you're designed is that you want every person, every child to know that they are wonderful, wonderfully made, valuable, that they were born for a reason, and that we're so glad that you are born.
it's really the ultimate goal is for a child to experience within their own walls, within their own family unit, the name on the cake ritual of light a candle, make a wish, blow your candle out, just that acknowledgement, that affirmation that you are seen in our family and this special day is all yours. This is your special day. It's so magical to think about birthdays for kids. That it means so much to them. I can't explain why, but I know it does. We all know it. I think it's just that growing up, that rite of passage, that acknowledging your existence on this earth and having someone go, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you were born. It's just so powerful.
Who was the mentor in your life who made all the difference? Or maybe you didn't have one. Who did you need back then? Welcome to the Mentoring Partnership of Miami County podcast, where we shine a light on those walking alongside kids with harder stories here in our community. If you want to show up for a kid from a hard place, complete the no commitment form in the description and we'll guide you down the path that best fits you. Now join us as we explore the transformative power of showing up and how becoming the person you needed can change a child's life, and maybe even your own. Hey listener, we are here today with our good friend Shelly Calvert, who runs We Love Birthday Parties, and she has just been bringing joy and transformation and goodness to children, after-school programs, the volunteers that come along with her, and it has been such a treat for me to be a friend over the years and just watch and witness the maturation of this vision and to feel it at a really deep level. And you're going to really hear the depths of the why behind Shelly and this vision of We Love Birthday Parties today. So Shelly, thank you so much for what you do. What do you want to say off the bat to the listener here
Well,
today?
first of all, thank you for this opportunity, Paul. I really appreciate being able to be here. What I would like to really help people understand is that these kids need us, and it doesn't take a lot. And so I just think coming alongside of us, volunteering with us, just knowing us, there are things you can do just in your normal walk of life, and also things where you can step out a little bit and take some time with the kids and know that just even a little bit goes such a long way. Kids are easy. We call it simple joy. It's just, it's easy, it's fun, but it's so impactful. And that's just the beauty of it all.
Mm-hmm. I think you and I have come across this story where there's like a tribe in Africa and the standard greeting isn't, hey, how are you? It's how are
Yes.
the children? And the response is always, and the children
Yes.
are well. And the reason why they're able to respond in such a way is because they are with the kids. They are actively loving, caring, being with them, being the village. And if we were to ask that question, how are the children? I think that what you have continued to say to me is that we wouldn't know. We
No.
don't know For the average person, that question is, I don't know. And so what I'm inviting you to do, Shelly, is tell us, how are the
Mhm.
children? What have you been witnessing
Yeah, I
in the
love
past
that
years?
you taught me that, story, and I love it so much. And I say a lot, "Do you know about the kids?" Like, I'll talk to people and I'll be like, "Do you know about the
Mhm.
kids?" And they'll be like, "What kids?" And I'm like, "We have children in our very own community, in the nicest communities in this area, who are living lives at home behind closed doors that we don't know about." And it is something that I just feel like the awareness, the understanding breeds compassion for the kids and for their families. I mean, sometimes the situations that are going on in the lives of these kids is happening because the parents are still trying to deal with their childhood trauma. They don't have the skill sets. There's a lot going on. And so it really overwhelms me to think about all of it and to try and think about how I could save kids or, like, what can we do? I have this big passion to just wanna go bring them all home with me and mom them and take care of them, and all of that. Obviously, that's unrealistic, and so what I've come to know is that, and this is what I wanna share, anybody can do this, is you just have to care a little bit even, just, know and show up and, help us celebrate these kids and help us plant seeds of hope and happiness into their hearts that might help counteract that little, maybe not little, but it could be little, could be big thing that's going on in their home that is allowing them to run some unproductive messages in their hearts. We want to be the bridge to help these kids know that there's more out there, that pour some self-worth and some self-confidence in them, because 'cause they're really dealing with some hard stuff they shouldn't be dealing with.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, you've shared with me many a story that is heartbreaking. I think statistically, how are the children? We would say that there's maybe statistically through education research, just through public schools, that there might be 3,000 at-risk youth. That the difference in their life between a statistic of kind of generational suffering and success is a single
Mhm,
caring adult, someone who is there for them and
mhm,
loves them and is with them with all the things that they're dealing with. Another statistic in our county, and this is for every county has this statistic somewhere, go find it, is 3,700 single parents are in our county and 7,000 kids are in
mhm,
those homes. And beyond that number, there's tons of kids that are in two-parent homes that on the outside it looks good or great, but on the inside, there's a lot of
mhm,
disconnection,
mhm,
addiction,
mhm,
pain, um, demeaning. I just heard a story 2 nights ago about a kid that his whole life he was said, "You're a
yeah,
moron, you're a moron, you're a moron," and he just
yeah,
knows. He like knows that he's a
mhm,
moron. He's not a
mhm,
moron.
yeah,
Um, And what I love about We Love Birthday Parties that I've come to discover is that there's so many on-ramps to being in a kid's life, in a for a kid from a hard place. And it can be malleable and flexible. It can start with one time, but you can get
mhm,
attached. And I want to tease out some of those today, and we'll go into depth into some of them. Um, I think that in general, if you hear something that you're like, "Oh, I just want to experience that." Shelly is one of those people who are like,
come on,
come
yeah.
experience." And I would say that perhaps the main way to experience is, um, did you say 10 a month?
We do 10 to 12 on-site
About,
parties a month.
yep. So if all the right now there's all these after school programs that that welcome in Shelly and their team to do a monthly birthday party for the kids there. And that's a great, and potentially like 3
Mhm.
a week. And you can be a volunteer that shows up and gets to witness some of them. You can attach yourself to a certain
Yeah.
program and feel like you want to consistently go there, or you can kind of help the greater message of bringing light and love and joy and levity and value to a kid's life by just being in the We Love Birthday Party
Mhm.
tribe.
Yep. And the kids need it. They need healthy adults and male role models, female role models. There's no age limit. You can be a grandma to these kids. Kids love their grandparents, and they
Hmm.
they just feel safe around that. And then they connect with teenagers, and then everything in between. Everyone can bring something to these kids.
Hmm. And so practically, we're trying to give someone a vision of it. Um, Tell us what like a um, kind of the standard birthday
Hmm.
party is, and how you've been able to bolt on or insert or creatively innovate, have that space be
Okay,
innovative as well.
so we pack everything up in tubs, and we take the parties to the kids. So we pack up healthy food, toys, we'll have a game or crafts, and treat bags. Everyone goes home with a treat bag. And so a person who wants to kind of link arms with us and help these kids, really, you can just show up at a location and help serve food. You could sit back and observe. You could take the camera and take some pictures. At places we're allowed to take pictures. We obviously keep the dignity of the kids that we're serving. Uh, you could, start on the front end and help us load up. And then just being there. I think I've expressed before to you, Paul, but every party is just so different. Some are small, and you have the opportunity to just go sit next to a kid and help them with their craft, or uh, they're bigger and we've got a gym and we're playing some crazy game, and you can, like, ref or go run with the kids, or sometimes kids don't want to play, they just wanna sit down on a bench. Go over and just sit next to that kid and be like, "What's going on?" They might be tired, or they might feel incapable of playing the game that we're playing or something like that. So, there's just really a lot of ways that people can come in, like I said, link arms with us, and once you see what we're doing, it's not hard to get it and be like, "Okay, I get it." And so I think that is, just a great place for people to start.
Hmm. And if they do come and they get to witness kind of the light coming into the darkness of some of the pain that a child feels, and a child begins to feel valued, and
Mhm.
they it is like maybe an easier on ramp to start getting to know that center and getting to know a child and be a potentially weekly or biweekly presence to a
For
particular kid.
sure.
So instead of saying, I want to like go and be a volunteer here, you can kind of tag
Mhm.
along with We
Yep.
Love Birthday Parties and see what fits, and kind of travel around with you, and then see organically what you are drawn to. The kids, the staff, the
Yeah. I
programs,
mean,
and
the skate church
latch on.
party has a completely different vibe than the Lincoln Community Center party.
Yeah.
And, one might be overwhelming, another you might connect with younger kids or teenagers or whatever. But yeah, for sure, all the places we serve are always looking for volunteers and people who wanna care about the kids and people who wanna mentor them after school. So Reading for Change, they're always looking for volunteers to read to the kids, and Lincoln Community Center's looking um, for people who might be able to do some homework with a kid or just sit with a kid who's having a meltdown and needs to be removed into a different room. There's all different ways that the places we serve could then use volunteers as well. Then you've got that one-on-one more time to build relationships with an individual child.
Mm. Yes. Yeah, very good. I think that the message, the why behind you and how you're designed, is that you want every person, every child, to know that they are wonderful, wonderfully made, valuable, that they were born for a reason, and that we're so glad that you are born.
Yep.
And so whether the why of that comes through a monthly birthday party where they get to feel it, and the experience of growing in relationship with a child, you're there to kind of just
Yeah.
hold it all and invite healthy adults to connect
Yeah,
with those
absolutely.
kids.
And it not only benefits the kids, but it benefits the volunteers too. Um,
Mm-hmm.
just just knowing you're helping the future generation, one child at a time. Yeah, it's really meaningful, and we need you.
Mm-hmm. I think one thing that in your, um, you have teams that kind of latch on to a particular center. And if you're listening to this, and you are a program center
Mhm,
director, or a program
mhm.
center director, like, send this to them. And then would you say that the invitation to that center director is like, get to know you, get to meet you, and have them maybe show up to a
Mhm.
program that's maybe like similar in culture and vibe so that they understand a little bit of the format and the why and
Yeah,
all
and I
that?
would say that it's not a long connection, it's a really short connection because anyone dealing with kids in poverty, kids from hard places, kids experiencing foster care, it's not hard to get the importance of a birthday party for a child. It's so just magical to think about birthdays for kids. That it means so much to them. I can't explain why, but I know it does. We all know it. I think it's just that growing up, that rite of passage, that acknowledging your existence on this earth and having someone go, "I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you were born." It's just so powerful. But how easy was that to say? How easy was it to do? And so that's why I say it's just a- any like community center that we talk to, school, like after school program, whatever, they're like, "Yes, please do come celebrate our kids." So we do our mission is big and impactful for the children, but for the community centers, it's also we take over an hour of their programming once a month and bring this value to their children, and so they love it. So, again, it's not hard for them to get why they would want us there. I mean, they're all like, "Yeah, can you come?
Mm.
When? When can you start?" So, we just need
Mm-hmm.
connected to where can we reach more kids? Who is
Yeah.
serving kids in deep poverty. I mean, we serve one location in Dayton. Several of the kids don't even know when their birthday is. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how
Wow.
deep the poverty level, the neglect level, can be. Just get me to those kids and
Mm.
we'll bring the people, we'll bring healthy food, we'll bring the fun, and then we'll bring our impactful message that, your life matters and there's no one like you. And we need you.
Mm. Yeah, that's so
So
healing. I think one thing that we've talked about is there's this centralized and seen part of the mission of We Love Birthday Parties, and that's in those after school programs, in those centers, and it's communal and all those things. But then there's this other beautiful, decentralized, unseen mission of We Love Birthday Parties that I would love to unpack so that people can understand kind of the deep value. Someone extremely close to me um, grew up never having their name on a birthday cake. And so at age 34, they saw their name on a birthday cake and
yeah,
they cried. And this is someone you would have no
right?
clue like what that means. Witnessing what happens in their spirit as a upper middle class person now who helps other people heal and love and care, who looks like they totally have it together. But when they saw their name on their birthday party, it both resonated with the pain of what they didn't have, but then it gave them the joy of what they now
Mhm.
have. is that people loving them, putting their hearts and souls and arms around them, and you're so valuable. Your name is on this cake. How does this decentralized mission of birthday boxes help a child get their name on a
Mm-hmm.
cake starting as early as
Mm-hmm.
possible?
And so birthday boxes are a canvas tote that we pack full with cake pan, cake mix, frosting, sprinkles, balloons, candles, banners, like tablecloths, all the decor, and then presents, especially for that person's age, likes, what they might enjoy. And that empowers a family who may be struggling. And people will even say, "Are you kidding me? People can't buy a dollar box mix at the Dollar Tree or a dollar frosting to go on top." And yeah, I'm here to tell you, yeah, absolutely. They're trying to keep the electric on. They're trying to pay the rent. They're overwhelmed, and so it is difficult, and there are people out here who wish they could, who want to, who will bake that cake with their child, go through the process of baking their birthday cake, letting them put some of the frosting on or putting it on for them, let the kid put the sprinkles on, stick those candles in there, and light those candles and hear their name in the birthday song, see their name on the birthday cake. It's just, inexplicably powerful. I don't know why it matters so much,
Mm-hmm.
but to be able to do these birthday boxes and get 2 kids who we may not be reaching because no one had the wherewithal to sign them up at an after-school program, or they don't know about it. There's just no one aware that they could be doing more. And so anyone who can connect me to those kids where we could just even give them a birthday box. Maybe there's a caseworker that'll bake a cake with them, maybe a neighbor, maybe an aunt, but they got something and it's beautiful and it's not little. It's full and a lot and celebratory and tissue paper, and it just feels like a gift that they've been given. So the birthday boxes reach a different kind of market that we became aware of, and that is the family who really wants to be there, the family who would love to celebrate their child, but just don't have the resources. And I want to add, we don't
Mm.
serve the general public. We get birthday box requests through caseworkers, teachers, police officers, neighbors. It has to be somebody who can vet the actual need for that. And that's just us being good stewards of our resources. Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, that's good to
Hmm.
know. So it feels like I've me and my wife were at one point like on a bunch of government benefits
Hmm.
like early on, and we knew that that was
Hmm.
temporary. My story isn't that hard of a story, but if I put myself into the position of a family who is deeply struggling and there's lots going on, and I'm a parent that wants to love my child well, and their birthday is coming up, and I've been working overtime, and then somehow, like, I'm given this gift of being able to give my child the gift of
Hmm.
attention, like warming the heart of a parent and thus the heart of a child, like all of that love overflowing from We Love Birthday Parties
Hmm.
into their home, it feels like gives them the warmth and the bonding that is normal for maybe so many others. Um, but that is vital for the bonding and the relationship of that parent child and kind of the heart of that child. You are seen, known, valued, loved.
Yes. And it is beautiful for them to get to see the light in their kids' eyes as they light up being honored for existing. I get to see it in the community centers when we do it for the kids, but it is just, it's just crazy to think about a single mom who's doing all she can, and now she gets to put a tablecloth out and some plates and bake this cake with her child and just see that happiness and joy in them and know she gave that to them. She provided that to them, and for the child to feel like, "My mom did that for me," or "My dad did that for me." is, so bonding. And it builds trust between the parent and the child even. So,
Mhm. And maybe, Shelly, I'll do this for you because you have to do this all the time. When people go into your inventory and your storage space and they see all of these physical supplies and they hear maybe a little bit about the birthday boxes, maybe what they don't see is this, or hear, or can feel is this story, this unseen bonding of love flowing into parents and children. And if you are someone who's listening to this and you're saying, I want to love a family and a child, then you can donate money to get that birthday box and that bonding and that trust
yeah.
to that family. There's a invitation for you to be involved by showing up with however you know, gather resources to share those resources through Shelly to these families, to these children. It goes towards presents and birthday boxes. It goes towards the coordination of all these events straight to those teams. And you really are, if you become a donor, you get to light up
Mhm.
the world, these different corners of homes and after school programs. And so I wanted to say that on behalf of you, Shelly, because, being a not-for-profit leader, you're always asking for money directly, but I'm advocating to say, yes, also, I'm inviting a donor to
Yeah,
kind of
thank
see
you.
your heart and take a step
Yeah,
forward
we
if they
can't do it
want to.
without it. And even the in-kind donations. We've got an Amazon wish list and people go to Walmart. When we don't have the money or the donations or anything, my team goes to Walmart and we spend easily $500 just to do enough birthday boxes for, the requests that came in. And when we've got those supplies on our shelves, we don't have to go to the grocery store. So, funfetti cake mixes, frostings, the decor from the Dollar Tree, the plates and all that stuff. Now we don't have to go buy that. We just go into our
Mm,
tubs and it goes directly into a birthday box to that child, into that home. So yeah,
mhm.
thank you. It's
Yeah.
important.
And so, yeah. Yeah. I mean, raising money is not always the easiest thing, but if you're someone who likes or feels compelled or convicted to write a check as a way to support
Mhm.
loving families, like, I encourage
Yep.
you to do so. And also, if you are someone who ever books an event
Oh
or
yeah.
a birthday party at your
Yeah.
building, at your center, you're
Right.
supporting the mission, and that goes to this as well. And so if you've ever hosted an event or want to or plan to, uh, we want you to hear the why behind what's going on behind the scenes that you might not get to know if you've only walked through the
Yeah.
doors for an event.
Our building came out of actually another need I saw that fit right in the lane of families just needing an affordable, kid-friendly, family-friendly space to host a birthday party, or a place that you want to make special memories with a bridal shower or a baby shower. We've had graduations here. We have, class reunions, and the thing that's so incredibly, encouraging is that when people know that they're able to provide this fabulous birthday party by renting our space, throwing up the bouncy house, having a great time, and the booking fee for that is actually a donation to our nonprofit to keep everything running and for us to reach more kids. I have places, community centers, like right now I could get to if I had the money. Hamilton County is calling, Shelby County is calling. We need the resources. So, like I said earlier, while you're just living your life, booking a party, booking a graduation, do it here and you're helping other kids. You're helping us.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
win-win-win-win.
Yeah.
There's so many wins
Yeah.
that's going on
And we
there.
love being able
Um,
to support a family who doesn't want to have it at their house. I mean, seriously speaking on behalf of all the moms, it's great to
yeah,
just be
yeah.
able to go to someplace, we hear a lot that our place feels homey. It feels like home. We have this beautiful kitchen where you can do your platters, put your, appetizer in the oven, whatever you want to do. We have a game room. We make it easy, but you're also supporting kids who don't have the privileges that your children have.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. We have our kids' birthday parties at your spot and invite other people to come check it out if they want to tour. And
we're looking forward to it.
Shelly, we've had such a rich conversation. I hope that people understand the why, and I really hope that energy goes to you and through you to these kids and families. Is there anything that we're missing in this conversation, or any kind of invocation that you want to
I think
share?
The one thing that I've learned to say, because it really is kind of hard to wrap your mind around the impact that we're having, because it sounds fluffy and fun, but obviously we've shared the impact and all that. But the one thing that I always like to say is that kids need shoes, they need food, they need a roof over their head, they need education, they need to learn how to read, they need one caring adult coming alongside them. And there are so many places that provide that, but we're the ones right now that are filling this special place that no one else is filling, and that is bringing these impactful messages, switching that switch in their mind, pouring self-esteem, self-confidence, self-worth into them. And birthdays are just a natural way to do it. And I will tell you, I know with every fiber of my being that it is as important as all the other things that these kids need. And I just want to invite you to come see how and why it makes such an impact.
Thank you, Shelly.
Thank you.
Yeah, this was really fun. Listener, take a small step forward. You've taken the time to consume. Enjoy the process of contributing, whether that's reaching out to Shelly or sending this conversation to a friend or a leader or anyone. And then, experience the transformative joy of bringing joy to others and helping to fill people's cups when they feel so sparse or dehydrated. All right, keep going, Shelly. We appreciate you. And thank you, listener, for sticking with us to the end.
Thank you, Paul.
Hey, friends. Before we hit record on this episode between Shelly and I, we already had this incredible conversation that caught us both off guard. It was deep, emotional, and honestly, it helped really clarify the why behind We Love Birthday Parties in ways that I didn't expect, even before we pressed record. We were already tearing up before the cameras were on, and amazingly, wonderfully, that whole conversation was recorded. So if you want to really understand Shelly's heart and the mission and the strategy behind what We Love Birthday Parties is doing at an even deeper level, make sure you listen to the totally unscripted part 2. It's really powerful, and I think it'll mean a lot to you. Thanks.
Wasn't that conversation powerful? Chances are, while you were listening, someone else was coming to mind. You wanted them to listen in too. And on behalf of a child, send this episode their way. And if you care about these kids, take a moment right now to subscribe, rate, and review. Because when you do, the algorithm helps more people find these conversations, to find the voice of these kids. And each small step you take help more adults show up for a child with a harder story. If you want to explore how you can show up, fill out the no commitment form in the description of this episode. Because only together can we help more kids find the support they need. And only together can we help more adults step into the story they were made for.